most people start a podcast and they quit between like 5, 6, or 7 podcasts, right?
Yeah.
Somewhere in that mark. And there are over 1 million podcasts.
Yeah, I think it's 1.9 million. It's close to
Oh,
2
wow.
million.
Okay,
Mhm.
wow. So my research is out of date. But so on that note, I can hear people thinking like, wow, podcast is so saturated now. It's so hard to stand out. But what would you say to a SaaS founder? Like, what do you see as the advantages of starting a podcast?
Yeah, there's a lot, and I'll do my best to remember them all. The first thing I would say, if you're thinking of starting a podcast, forget about the numbers. A lot of people, Todd, look at podcasting and they put it in the same bucket as a demand gen activity like pay per click or like a webinar that they're going to launch, and they want to know how many people can they get to sign up to the webinar. For paid ads, what's the return on ad spend? There is no tangible return on spend or ROI for podcasting. However, the intangible benefits are you become known, liked, and trusted in your network. People are familiar with you. They have a very good understanding of what it is that you do. You're connecting people, going back to that motto of always be connecting. And, the question I often say to people is like, what is the ROI of your ideal customer listening to you talk for 35 minutes in their ears? You're wearing earpods, right? That's a really intimate part of you that you're hearing me talk to you about, and you've heard me talk for 45 minutes right into the head. You could be running, you could be showering, you could be doing the dishes. People are consuming this content all the time, and if you're there talking about how the challenges that your customers face, how you've helped them overcome those challenges, also talk about your mess ups, the things that you've made mistakes in as well. Be human, because it's similar to your point about people go to the first responder, the person that responded first. If I'm looking at 2 products that pretty much do the same thing, I can think of several sales and marketing automation platforms. They do exactly the same thing. But if I'm constantly hearing the marketers or the leaders of one company talk, what are the customers achieving and what are some of the mistakes, the data, all this sort of stuff, I'm going to go with them because they're more likable, they're more approachable. I feel like I already know them. I like their style. And they're the ones that I'm going to make a decision. So when it's a commodity and software is becoming even more commoditized, it's going to be branding and the experience that you give people that's going to be more important.